Mississippi, and we are here in Cleveland, downtown Cleveland that is, for the 50 Nights of Light. And one of the many attractions that you can find along the downtown way is the Train Museum. And joining us here on Good Things is Anna Sledge. She is the Train Museum Director and Tourism Commission member. So welcome, Anna.
How are you?
I know this is an exciting time of year, but for those, and obviously you live in Cleveland, so what is it like to watch your downtown kind of transform into this winter wonderland over, the couple of weeks or however long it takes to get all the lights up?
It's so amazing. Everybody that does this works so hard on it, and it's not thrown up in a day by any means. All the guys that run downtown, they work so hard, and then of course all the stores. And I started working on the museum in about the second week in October. So, I mean,
So you've been thinking Christmas
it takes some time for sure.
For a while now, and you feel like if you live here, sometimes you may take it for granted that you get to walk to the office and see all of these beautiful lights. That's 1 million lights that's out here in Cleveland. But you get to see then the tourists, which we're encouraging folks to come out and visit to see it for the first time. And I know the first time I got to see the Train Museum, Anna, was last year, and I was blown away at the, just all the story that it tells. So how do you describe the Train Museum to someone who's like, well, I don't know, Train Museum?
Well, first of all, it's Cleveland and the Delta in the 50s. It's set to be like that, and it's so we put out a Christmas train. It's all lit up. It's beautiful. The children love it. And then we are decorated this year to be Santa's stables. So we have all of the reindeer. We have a sleigh. We have Santa's mailbox. We have everything. And it's been, I've seen so many pictures on Facebook of people in the sleigh, and it's just been really, really wonderful this year. It really is magical.
Now, we no longer have necessarily the trains that come through maybe like back in the 50s, but if you transport us back there, Anna, like what did trains mean to Cleveland or to the Delta in general?
Oh, none of this would be here without that. And so we should all, I guess, be very fortunate for it. And that's what downtown is created from, is that the track came straight through the center.
And that's where the museum sort of lies. Is that kind of like at the end? I'm confused on where I'm going.
Yes, ma'am.
So going back sort of this way from where we're at here on Good Things. And then you have that beautiful, is it the caboose?
Yes, ma'am.
So give us a little backstory about the caboose.
Well, Lisa Miller did that, and it was brought in, and it's been completely redone. You can go inside of the caboose. They have put Santa in the caboose in the past years, but this year we've just been putting him on the sleigh, and we just open it and let people go through it, and it kind of takes you back a little bit.
It does. If you've never even imagined maybe what it was like to ride on the trains back in the 50s or to be a part of that sort of life. I mean, it's a completely different lifestyle. And those, I guess, then young men, I mean, it wasn't a 5-star hotel in there. I mean, it had everything, I guess, that you needed.
Right. And it's even set up that way. She put, playing cards in there, and there's luggage in there, and it was not 5-star by any means.
But it goes to show all the hard work that went into that sort of time in our history. You really do transport back in time when you visit the Train Museum, Anna. You have so many detailed scenes within the train. But one thing I always enjoyed about it was maybe the gentleman who helped sort of run it. I think y'all call them the conductors.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, I was trying to make sure I got my memory correct. So not anyone can just come in and help run those model trains.
No, I can't. I couldn't do anything of what I do without them. I don't even know how to cut the train zone. They do all of that. They help me with all of our events, putting, setting up, breaking down. All that takes a lot of time. They can work on the trains. They do everything. They work on the scenery. They add to it, take away from it. They're changing it constantly. They do all of that.
I am learning as my daughters and all get older that there is this whole, and underworld is not the right term because that implies that maybe it's something scary or wrong, and that's completely not true. But there are still model train lovers of all ages, all demographics. It's like this whole world out there, and it's intense.
Yeah, you would think that most of those people are older, and there's not. We had when a band was here at the BPAC, a guy came in. I think he was like 19. He's like, I collect trains. I've just been dying to come in here. It's all sorts of people that love that.
So if they come into the train museum, obviously we want them to come see the 50 Nights of Lights here in Cleveland. Anna, how much time should they sort of plan? Can you spend 30 minutes? Can you spend 3 hours? Is there a certain
I would say 30 minutes to an hour is good, especially depending on if we do have an event or not. But, if you're just coming to look and we have Santa, and I would think 30-ish minutes is probably pretty good.
And you can actually get there walking, can't you? Like once you come and park here in the downtown area and you make your loop around and do your shopping, it's a great time to maybe let the kids, have something different to see.
Absolutely. And we love for the children to come in. They can come in, they can run around. I tell people all the time, they're not going to mess anything up, or, if something happens, we'll fix it, We want them there.
We want them there. We want you here in Cleveland for 50 Nights of Lights. Again, that's 1 million lights that has transformed Cleveland into this wonderful winter wonderland. There's plenty of shopping and restaurants and sort of museums to boot with that. And then you mentioned events. Are there any special events coming up at the museum?
Yes, there is. So Friday night, this Friday at 5:30, we're having a Polar Express night.
Of course you are.
Yes, it is.
Polar Express would come through.
It is sponsored by Bolivar Medical Center, and it will be completely free. They will bring. They had a huge float in our parade, and they will bring their float, and you can take photos with it. And then inside the museum, we'll make reindeer food, ornaments, lanterns. We're going to give away 200 free hot chocolates. There will be Santa to take pictures with, Santa letters, and then I'm having someone come in and read the Polar Express.
Which that sounds like a lot of fun. And what time would we need to get here, Anna? And
5:30.
So you need to get, well, you probably need to get here a little earlier.
Earlier, you're exactly right. But around 5:30, and we hope to be there till about 8, give or take.
Give or take. Do you keep learning something new every day in the train
Oh my
museum?
gosh, yes ma'am.
How did Anna find her way to directing the train museum?
I just, actually I saw it on Facebook, and I applied for the job, and here I am. And I love it. I couldn't, I loved my job that I did before this, but it has just been wonderful. I really do. I enjoy really being a part of Cleveland. And I think until you're a part of it and you don't realize how much work goes into our town being so nice and staying so nice.
It has to be the people. I mean, it's one thing to be able to put up pretty buildings or to offer nice shops, but if it isn't for the community sort of buy-in, I think that's like a common theme that's been shared here on Good Things Today that makes Cleveland special. You just don't have that kind of small town magic.
Absolutely. Everyone here really cares about it, and they're invested in it. And like Becky, Becky loves Cleveland and does so much for it, and you have to have people that do care in order for it to look like this and run like this.
Which is exactly why you should take the opportunity to come visit 50 Nights of Lights here in Cleveland. There's plenty for you and the whole family to do. If you're worried about spending your last weekend before Christmas away from home because you still have some last minute shopping or things like that to do, bring that list with you, because I don't see how, Anna, you take a paycheck home, because I would walk. I would walk the downtown and probably spend it. In fact, I probably spent more than I should admit here, but that's okay. They were Christmas gifts, and it's supporting. Oh
yeah, and we have a gift shop too. So if I'm trying to keep it with as local as possible. We have pottery and ornaments, and there is something. We of course have T-shirts and some stuffed animals that aren't necessarily, I guess, local, but it's our gift shop has been really, really huge for the museum as far as bringing in money. So that's because we only take donations. We don't charge an entry fee.
So that's important to remember, and to remember when you take part in little treasures like that, when you come to our small towns like Cleveland, they are small businesses in kind of their own right too. Maybe not outright in the same as one of the gift shops, but without your showing up and you dropping $1, $5, or spending, a little money to maybe get an ornament or a T-shirt for your train lover, that's keeping sort of the small town going.
Right, and the others businesses that I'm buying from, for them. So it's wonderful for everybody, really.
Do you have a favorite display for the 50 Nights of Lights, Anna?
Oh, gosh.
Becky was talking about the new edition, which is the kittens in the ribbon.
I really love the water tower, and then I also do love Santa playing the piano.
Well, yeah, you got to get Santa playing the piano. It's Cleveland. You've got the great pianos. Again,
really
that's another
perfect.
sort of addition to downtown Cleveland that you have to see to sort of enjoy. Well, Anna, I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much. I enjoyed it.
Real quick, the hours for the museum.
Tuesday through Friday, 10:30 to 4:30. Saturday, 10 to 2.
All righty, you guys stick with us. We've got even more good coming from Cleveland.